Alright guys, you all been asking me, can we play a right side in the Blackwing deck? And I went cooking. I went cooking and I came up with something really spicy. So the thing is, I've seen a lot of people already summon a right side in different ways, but I feel like those ways are kinda nah. Like you play so many bricks, and if you're playing that many bricks, then you rather just play the pure Caliuga turbo build, right? Like if you're playing those rank ups and Bardiche and all of that and whatever it is, if you want to play that way, then just go and play Caligo, honestly, because it is just better. But I found this way, guys, which is really good, and is specifically going second. It is really, really good because first of all, you're going to position like first of all, you're going into a mode where you try to OTK your opponent, and if it's not enough to OTK him, then you're just gonna end up on the strong board and then end your turn. So yeah, you know what? Let's just check it out what we got here, okay? All right, so we're gonna start off. I have a lot of ways, okay, a lot of ways how to summon the Arise Heart. I'm just going to show you 3 ways today because I can't just put it all in one video. It's going to be too long of a video. This here is a way where you can play with an Omni Negate on floor, which would be the Hardware Dragon Abyss. If it's too, if the combo is going too fast for you guys, by the way, this is like you always start. Like if you're going, if you want to build a big strong board, this is the way you always want to go, right? You always want to go into nothing, all that. But yeah, this is just the best case scenario, by the way. By the way, if you're getting nipped, like in this build, you can get nipped. Okay, you can get nipped. But this deck is focused more on going second because you play so many hand traps, and the X like this is more focused on going second and breaking less. Okay, just to put this make this sure, make this clear. Okay, all right, and yeah, there are different ways how to play with this one, to play even through Nibiru and whatsoever, but you're all going to see that. So, as you can see, we went into Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Beast. We got the Twin Shadow as a backup plan over here. And then we got, yeah, now we're going into Berea Storm. And then Send Steam. Then we can go into Strix to special summon another level 4 monster. And then we can go with those two into Raikiri. We're going to get Steam out by attributing the Y6. Then we can go into Joe, and then we can just straight up go into Raikiri. And this is what I'm saying, like if you want to OTK your opponent, then try this, do this first, okay? Because now you have 2 pops. You have 2 pops with the Twin Shadow. You can still summon the full Arm Master if you want to, and you can still summon the Blackwing, the Soul Dragon, right? And after, let's say, you got those 2 pops, you got the Omnigate, and you were not able to OTK your opponent because of, I don't know, prosperity or whatsoever, then you can do this. Boom, a Rise Heart, boom. And the cool thing is, I would summon the Assault Dragon after you summon a Rise Heart, because now, thanks to Rise Heart, you're gonna get a 4th attachment, and that's just straight cool. And if you want to add, like, Ghost Match to this field, then the only problem that you can have right now is Dark Will No More or 2 Book of Eclipse. The only issue. Like, but then you still got the Twin Shadow, right? So, and we're not playing any bricks. We're not playing any bricks, so that is really, really, really cool, in my opinion. And yeah, like you can go into Silverwind and pop some monsters, and then you can special summon whatever you want. But because Joe and Raikiri and everybody else is right now in attachment, you cannot summon those with the Feather Ones. So yeah, make sure that you get rid of those first before you activate the Twin Shadow. But yeah, guys, like how cool is that? How cool is that? Let's go into another combo. And this is if you want to play with Dragoon, okay? By the way, it is obviously you still lose against Nibiru with this combo if you get Nibiru early on, but usually people kind of wait with Nibiru because they think that you want to go into the Kali Yuga, and once you summon the Ball of Savage Dragon, then they're going to activate the Nip. So yeah, you know what? We're just going to go into this. and do this. Yeah. Then we're gonna get 2 searches. We're gonna get Hamilton and the second Black Feather Wildwings. Then we can go into Dragoon. We could have gone into Dragoon earlier, by the way, but yeah. And then yeah, this is just if you want to play with Dragoon. But if your opponent top decks like Raw Sphere mode or Lava Golem, something like that, then it is GG, honestly. So therefore, like you want to play Ghost Match or something like that. I mean, look at the board, man. This is a good looking board, right? This is a good looking board. All right. Let me show you one more thing, like the least cards that you need on your hand in order to go into a Rise Heart. So let's check this out. Okay, so worst case scenario would be Shamal and Vata. Unfortunately, it does not work with Vata and Black Feather Wildwood, but with Vata and Black Feather Wildwood, you can still end up on Dragoon plus. I think you could, yeah, you can still end up on Dragoon plus Blackwing Assault Dragon, or end up on 2 Blackwing Assault Dragons, whatever you guys want. But yeah, well, let's say you're going second, okay? Let's say you're going second. The other 3 cards that you had on your hand were like Board Breakers or Interruptions whatsoever, and now with those 2 cards you want to OTK your opponent. No problem, just do this, okay? Get Hamilton to your hand, special summon Vata, boom boom, get into Boreal Storm. And if you get nipped right now, it's still good. It's still good because you still got Zephyros. Now you can bounce back Zephyros. Boom. Go into Joe. Get him out. Boom, boom, boom. Do this. Yep. Now you can basically, you can summon the Blackwing Assault Dragon right here. Pop 2 cards on the field and attack your opponent for the OTK if you can. Otherwise, you can just end up on something like this. Yeah. Just another thing that you can do. Like I said, this is not something that you really want. Like, it's not the best board going first, but it is really good going second. And honestly, like with the hand traps and all that you can play in this deck, because in this deck you can play up to 15 hand traps, guys. You can actually play up to 15 hand traps, and yeah, like this deck is really cool, man. It's really fun. I will soon upload this deck profile on YouTube. But if you want it right now, then you can become a member, and yeah, you want it right now. Otherwise, just be a little bit more patient and then you'll get it. Or you can also become a member if you like appreciate like stuff that I'm creating and like just being a Blackwing enthusiast, and yeah, whatever. Okay, I think that is it. Yeah. If you want to see more like Rise Hard stuff and whatever this is, then let me know in the comment section below. I think it's pretty cool. Like, this is focused more on going second, and it is really nice. It is really nice. This just in general. I mean, if you're comfortable with all the new Blackwing support, it doesn't even have to be the Caluga, but whatever. Like the last locals that I played. By the way, I lost the last 8 dice rolls. So 8 fucking rounds. 8 rounds. This is like 2 locals. I didn't go first. Maybe I went first once. Okay, maybe once. That would be a lie. Maybe I won the dice roll once. But all the other times I went second. And I still beat the shit out of my opponents. The thing is just that Blackwing is really complicated. It really is. If you don't take the time and effort to understand this deck, then one interruption would be enough and you lose. But if you really understand this deck, then you can actually play through multiple interruptions. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but like, I've done that. I actually, like, my opponent, I played against a bad opponent who he first nipped me, then he ashed me, and then he Nibiru'd me, and I still ended up on Caluga. Like, it is possible. It is possible. If you got the right hand, if you have the right mindset playing this deck, then you can do crazy stuff with this deck. you just have to spend the time with this deck. Like, you really have to get into depth with this deck and spend a lot of time with it, get comfortable with it, and I promise you wonderful things will happen. Promise. Promise. Okay. All right. Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Please. It really helps the channel. All right. Peace.